melt to basically anything, especially with minus armor.
What do they need? Like, they have no AoE damage that goes through Slark's ult.
Looking to get aggro on him here. I think they got chase for that there. Okay. Surprised Charlie actually went over. I guess he wanted to make sure that they can interrupt.
Fade Bolt onto 2, plus a lot of Scorched Earth damage there. Ninjas and Pyjamas are pushed back.
Oh, maybe I guess you'll get a courier.
Okay, not too bad. Trying to get the distance right now to be able to get the cogs pushed back. You can see Mickey is trying to limit that distance. He's stopping his animation after he attacks every single time to try and keep it full as possible. The cogs finally goes out. One hit from the IO, but that's not enough. 20 HP is what he...
I think it looked like he got bottled.
Maybe,
there in
yeah.
between the hit, because he was a little bit lower. Maybe saved him, maybe didn't. Either way.
Yeah, and he gets given the bottle by Saberlight to go refill it. Once again, oh, damn, that damage.
The beauty of having that hero mid.
Yep.
It's pretty crazy how much. I was actually looking at like the math on how much it is as bottom. They're looking to get aggro. Bit of trades here. Saberlight trying to turn with a TP from Supreme.
2 seconds till the tether is back up. They need the distance to make sure Insania gets that long jump away.
Ooh, nice by
they do manage to stop it with the battery assault.
Out of the TP rotations from Nature's Prophet too. Koifa trying to trade here onto the tower a little bit. Didn't see what happened to his catapult wave. I guess he wasn't able to actually successfully set up a pull.
Here comes that Fury on. Box is going to try and juke into the tree, stay out of sight. So Charlie can't lose that ultimate, but he doesn't even need it. Thanks to all that physical damage. Good blocks by Supreme. Toss back here into the LSA. Very nicely comboed. Unfortunately, Koifa's out of mana, so they're just going to have to go for the attacks, but it is enough. Era died. Nature's Prophet can very often kind of get on top of the Lina and threaten him or her. Gonna start building into the Yule Scepter. Here comes that first ult from Charlie.
Hey.
It's the kill on Insania.
I mean, they're making real good aggressive moves.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire
Smoke wrap. They see the Rubik. And I feel like they're just gonna have to settle for that kill. They didn't want it. They wanted something much grander, but sadly, this is all they're gonna get. It is. And Liquid do not formulate a response fast enough. They lose that tower, which was pretty much full health, to one simple push. Now, granted, this is a lineup that is going to have to play it a bit slower and pick and choose their battles, right?
Absolutely. It's just, I'm very surprised how poor they went after like lanes. Just because of a couple rotations. It's got nice body blocks.
This was an optimistic play, and it would have been cool. Okay, they actually maybe... No, they're not going to be able to get anything out of this unless the Orchid comes out. Nope. Immediately breaks down the tree. So yeah, a pretty optimistic play from Ninjas and Pyjamas. It would have been really sick if they pulled off a swap into instant lasso, but now they're going to be caught in a really nasty situation. Supreme knows it too. He just stopped, turned around, and started attacking people because they relocate from the side. It looks like they're going to be able to get the pounce onto the Bat Rider here. Charlie playing the in and out game, trying to poke at these heroes, but Mickey is getting so strong off the stats he has stolen. They just didn't have the firepower to be able to truly turn and fight Liquid.
I think they have to be thankful that they didn't lose more heroes. Their Era actually hook shots in.
Era decided to go back in and sacrifice life for Koifa, and that's because the Wrath of Nature is up, as is the Eclipse with the neutral creeps. They actually tank up both of the Eclipses there. A very minimum amount of hero damage being done by either side with those two spells. Nice planning of the GG branch to be able to block out that little hole, but he is still going to be found here inside the trees. He does another play here, but he has no TP, so he's going to have to Quelling Blade through, but eventually there is going to be a dead end. He's faded.
You're Slark in a pretty good matchup, a core-to-core matchup.
Yeah.
This one's going to be a lot on you.
It kind of looks like a nice hook shot there from Era. It's going to be able to find the initiation on a Boxy. Flame break into the Cogs push is a cute little combo that guarantees a bit of extra change. It's very obvious. Like, you kind of have to just 5-man into that bottom outpost, which is something that Ninjas and Pyjamas, if they want, they could take a full 5-on-5 there. Boxy turns around, just goes straight for the Doom because he was being threatened by Era here.
And there's the reload.
The relocate's going to come in to try and ensure the kill, but they are going to fight back here. Supreme is going to show up and try and quickly kill this IO. Insania trying to dance away to the trees, doesn't quite make it. BKB activated by Supreme, so instead they're going to go for Boxy. Boxy is going to be able to bring down Saberlight here. Boxy runs the opposite direction of the rest of his team. They all retreat down as he runs up.
They're going to go
still in the trees. Yes, look at that. Supreme doesn't have his BKB BKB anymore. They still have the double damage onto Luna. The Orchid goes out onto him. Yule Scepter is going to quickly remove that. Now he starts getting off some of those spells. Throws out the Laguna Blade, threatening, and he managed to get away. No, the last bounce does manage to kill him, but still a big win for Liquid as they clean up on that team fight and end up wiping Ninjas of Pyjamas ultimately, because it all started off with a Clockwork kill.
I was very surprised how they...
Maybe they forgot.
I mean, it's just chilling there. They take the tier 2. I really thought they would take it right away afterwards, but...
All right. He's going to be able to see this rotation coming from Liquid. Doesn't have the mana. He could pop the stick charge and try and hook shot away if he really wants to. He's got the hook shot up now, but isn't even going to try. I think he may... yeah.
And let's see if they're able to.
Maybe they can catch them if they push forward into the high
they actually got high ground.
That may be a perfect opportunity. Telekinesis starting things off. LSA, it looks like the Bat Rider's just going to die right away unless the swap. No, Koifa's going to hunt him down with the Laguna Blade, and Misha's life is forfeit as well. Maybe even a Courier. Yeah, they'll get that too. Boxy pushing forward with all that movement speed is hoping to spot somebody here. They still have to relocate, and they're going to relocate right on top of Charlie. They're going to buy back onto Misha here. He does have the swap, but he's going to need it too because Charlie's in some trouble, has been doomed up. He actually does an offensive swap instead, and Charlie gets some time to lay out some Laguna Blade damage as he's bouncing back and forth onto Boxy. The relocate back out now. Boxy no longer having his BKB, and the Doom is about to wear out onto Charlie. He's got to be careful of the Lina though, and it looks like the Bat Rider is the one who stumbles a little bit too far forward. Instead, Taiga, who'd stolen the swap, manages to get Boxy to safety here. Supreme with the BKB teleport out will be fine, but it's still...
Have been able to take it, but smoking onto the high ground as well too. And now, like we said, it's 22 stacks on Slark. He's looking for fights.
Looks like Mickey wants to go for Supreme instead, and Supreme doesn't have his BKB back up, but they didn't have a pounce either. Charlie, oh no, he has no way to be able to cut through the trees, so the stolen sprout from Taiga is going to be able to find this kill. Downside to being a range carry, I guess.
Oof. Oh man, it's starting to get out of hand real quick.
Yeah.
Make it 5-0-9. Liquid's gonna be full on the aggression themselves. They only have to worry about the Slark not having BKB for about 20 seconds or so, but they know not a whole lot is up for NiP mid.
Offensive swap actually going out. Boxy.
Okay.
He gets ripped apart by all that physical damage. And another swap going out as Misha pulling Taiga into a position. Nice stolen swap though, but it does manage to kill Koifa. Taiga, why would you do that to your cores? And he swaps again, but he's dead.
What the? Get rid of, right? These halberds. They've already got the one in the Luna. I believe the Clockwork is about to have one finished up as well. So these disarms can really change the tide of those fights. Slark, tough time playing against those.
Man, Heaven's Final Life saved so much. That hook shot nicely picked onto Insania, trying to keep him from being able to tether away. The tether goes out, but the battery assault stops it. They keep it a silence onto Mickey. Mickey forced to use his BKB here. Trapped inside the Sprout, though, is going to have to go for the Shadow Dance. Pouncing. His rest of his team is drawing close, but Ninjas of Pyjamas, they have so much good chase here. Another Dark Pack that wears out. Swap? No, not quite there from Misha. He tried, but wasn't close enough. And now Boxy, he's going to be the target as the swap goes onto him, canceling his TP. Swap back into the rest of the team. Both charges used.
Doom, except for that one top every single time. It's him like just trying to bail out his teammates or just dying to this right click. And I mean, NiP, now they have an option to go high ground.
Yeah, the snowball rolls forward and crashes into the tier 3. It's gone. The barracks are going to die in a very short time.
I cannot believe after Liquid acquired a 7,000 gold lead, that NiP is able to take this back over here. This is like we said, peak timings for them. It's all about like this early on-ish game. And Charlie has gotten so much. I mean, it's 2 sets of wrecks just off of that.
Mickey, he's going to come in from behind, see if he can kind of sandwich the team. Relocate out is going to be able to save Koifa here, but Taiga is going to be left behind, and Mickey's trying to build up that damage on a Supreme, who activates his BKB. The buyback coming out from Taiga does steal a Lucent Beam. They're just trying to slow down Supreme as much as possible. Scotty's doing really good work. They did manage to can the Slark while the Dark Pact is down, chaining up the stunts. They need a little bit more. Mickey tries to step away, but he's dead. Caught by the wrath of nature. Boxy eliminates Bat Rider, who does not have that buyback, but without their damage of the Slark, can they actually win the rest of this fight? Boxy going in with the Doom, but Supreme standing tall. Laguna Blade's going to lay out him, and he does fall. A dieback for him. Liquid do manage to appropriately target him down, but it's going to cost them so much as Koifa's going to be slowed to a crawl here. He dies as well. All 3 of the core's lives.
With those auras, once that tower's down, the glaive bounces come in too. I'm pretty sure Liquid just gets Mega Creeps here. Buyback from Boxy, but
Gonna be able to push him back into the rest of the team, chaining up with the missile. Nicely stun relocate out. It actually does save him. And Boxy with the Centaur stun did so much work there, but he is gonna be able to get away. But the buildings are still in trouble, and Koifa has to quickly run back into lane, trying to slow down Charlie as much as possible. Here comes Taiga, jumps in, immediately telekinesis into the Fate Bolt, but Charlie's just focusing on these buildings. Just get the mega creeps. It's just the range tracks left, and he quickly gets it. Ninja the Pyjamas are gonna be losing heroes here, as they're probably going to lose the Luna twice. But it's mega creeps. It's mega creeps at 31 minutes, and Liquid, if they're going to come back into this game, it's going to... The Pyjamas are going to go out for that relocate.
Okay.
And they're going to be met by all of Liquid. This is going to be a 5-man fight that they could potentially lose. Bounce back of the Lotus Orb does quickly stun up Nisha. A lot of damage on the Boxy there. Mickey's right in the middle of all this. When he does get lassoed up, trying to get the save from Insania. He's going to clone, but he's taking too much damage. The Slark gets blown up, and now there's no buyback from any of these heroes, and that should be it. Ninja the Pyjamas, all they have to do is finish off Koifa, the only damage dealer left in this game. And that's it. Taiga may have gotten away, but he's the only one, the sole survivor.
Wow. GG.
GG, man.
Team Liquid, after a kind of like, I wouldn't say like fully botched laning phase, but a laning phase that NiP takes advantage of because of Supreme's movements.
Much rather play against an Ember than a Kunkka. And the thing with the Underlord mid versus the Brood is that Underlord will never stop a Brood from farming because she can't do anything.
Into game 2 of Liquid versus NiP.
Fog, you said you couldn't see a better hero than Templar Assassin. You said it's good in lane, but sucks overall in game. And we're going to go straight to the action, apparently. So we have a heavy 4 versus 5 clash that looks like Liquid is actually winning. Managed to get the first blood and might be able to get a second blood as well. Saberlight is going to have a whole lot of heroes on him. And
he gets
if he runs into the brambles, that'll probably be it.
And Charlie.
For Insania. Now Charlie's been clipped. Oh, both of them. Boxy? What?
Charlie, will he live?
Charlie?
Oh,
he's gonna live thanks to the Fairy Fire, and as a result, so live for now.
Shakuchi.
He's on the hunt. Is he gonna try and TP out? Does Insania have anything? Okay, Insania takes the third kill.
But inevitably Brood does just end up leaving the lane and doing the Brood things. You just hit some jungle creeps, and he's actually getting a couple denies. That's surprising. Don't see that too often.
Both of them focusing on the denies here. The Underlord is gonna be soloing top lane for now, an early stomp into brambles.
We'll see those side blades continue to be very annoying for Koifa, though.
Yeah. Koifa's feeling the pain right now. He needs some regen, and he needs it stat.
And for said reasons, this is why we understand the matchup being Templar Assassin favored. Koifa scurry back a little bit. But yeah, look, Boots Windlace. Look at Insania zooming. His 345 movement speed even with them.
Think how much gold you're going to save if you get an early Tranquil Boots and don't have to worry about regen anymore. Taiga's going to suicide to the tower because he killed Saberlight. Any experience, might as well go back and reset.
They're so early on their level 2s now too, right? CMR is now provided for the team, so they can make super aggressive moves top. And I like that they play aggressive. I think this is one of the key things about Willow, that people are afraid to just use your skill shots, right? Just throw down the brambles. Just try to make those aggressive moves. They will be able to get those kills. Now Herabat, they make the rotation. Taiga comes down again to set up.
One combo with level 2 double edge could definitely kill Saberlight, and that's why they're going to rotate over. Charlie, I thought that was a support that was showing up. Boxy still tries to go for the stomp and see if he can kill Saberlight here. The Firestorm and the pit. That ensure the kill onto Boxy. Looks like they're done with the Drow Ranger. And this is where we start getting so many spiders that Koifa is no longer helpless.
Yep.
Whether it's quickly farming through jungle areas, but also has so many instances of attack that he could surprise the Templar Assassin and actually get a quick kill. Mickey trying to chase down Saberlight here. The bugs are doing its work, lowering the army of the Underlord and leaving him free to get the kill. And I like that Mickey.
Koifa got the kill on mid too.
Yeah, this is all of a sudden a couple of disasters. Mickey almost manages to get that kill. Looks like Insania. Liquid are coming back in this game 2 with some fire after a surprising loss in game 1, seeing as they were at one point in time very far up. Charlie stuck in the trees here. The Cursed Crown is going to put a stop to that multi-shot, and they'll get that kill. But hey, Supreme.
Not the start that NiP wants to be in with their kind of early centric draft.
Look at that really deep ward they have behind the mid tower. They know Misha's around here, but they're collapsing with both of their supports to be able to kill Supreme. The Brambles does land. He managed to get up the refraction to dodge the nuke, but there was just way too much around, and Koifa does get the kill. And Era snatches up that regen room before he can be grabbed by the Broodmother. Spiders just climb over the cogs though, and Koifa, he's not going to try and...
I thought last game he was going to have a rough one. This one is just impossible.
They're going for Supreme again. Liquid just full on targeting. They say the Templar Assassin is the only way they're going to be able to win this game. Now, around the pit, it's a little bit hard to kill Supreme, but now they're going to recommit outside the pit underneath the tier 2 tower. The Spiders are leading the charge, and where's the detection? They've got the Nova to finish him off, and Zany had just enough mana. And now a really good fear from Taiga that'll scare back Era as well as Saberlight. Now, they're running out of webs, so at some point in time, they'll probably give up on this chase. No need to push things too far.
They still got a tier 1 to take in the mid lane too, even though they're diving into tier 3.
They have all the tier 1 items to be dropped as well.
At least they'll secure the farm of those ancients.
Look at Sadia. He knows it's so juicy up there that he can't help but see if he can get close. Really past that point, as Liquid have full control of this high ground area. They have a nice ward around the tier 2 area. Boxy tries to go for the blink stun onto Misha. He'll eventually catch him.
I love that Boxy's been doing this on his Centaur, actually. I noticed this the last time he played it, too. It's just brown boots, one mini item, straight into the blink. He doesn't go for phase boots. He doesn't go for wand, nothing like that. It's just straight blink.
Hookshot does manage to catch him in the middle of the stampede, so this is perfect to be able to bring down Boxy. Era picks him apart, and Sania, though, with his distance on the freezing field, is going to be able to get the counter kill onto Era. Nice positioning from the 5 position of Team Liquid.
Diffusal. They can run down any of these heroes, and they're going to continue to do so. Supreme.
You're going to be able to catch him with the stomp into the Frostbite, and the Spiders are closing in. Supreme's going to try and go for a desperate TP out. The damage coming thinking fast, though. The Bramble.
The neutral. Taiga control themselves because they're now losing access of their triangle. You have a TA and a Drow that are losing access to their jungle and their triangle this early on.
Boxy, don't stop, man. Immediately, somebody shows up around the tier 2. Era thought about going for the hook shot out.
Very farm Centaur, huge Weaver, and huge Broodmother.
Yeah, I have no idea how they catch this Broodmother. I just can't really see it happening, but maybe a team fight like this, Stampede's gonna go out. Boxy looking to be able to chase down Supreme. Swap back though. Misha trying to get himself out while simultaneously increasing the distance away from Boxy. Era is gonna be locked inside with the Bedlam, and there goes the freezing field, which is rapidly bringing down Saberlight. Did not have his ultimate because he used it earlier. Ninjas of Pyjamas all huddled around this tier 2. They are going to make their jump. Era choosing to go for the Dark Willow, but he's going to have it really hard. Oh, beautiful terrorize onto 4. That's going to be able to bail off Boxy. He was really far forward there. Still going to be trying to go for Era here, but he's swapped back by Nisha. So Ninjas of Pyjamas is going to be the first fight. They haven't actually lost anybody.
Nice defensive positioning from them there.
Swap. Sania back in. That's the second swap. Good job by Nisha. They find a pit. They're somebody
very far out without TA. Boxy's thinking about it.
This fight. Ninjas of Pyjamas, they know there's more coming, but the initiation is already struck from Boxy. They're going to be able to jump on Amisha here as well as Air. The 2 supports are dead. And the Underlord will make the Dark Rift escape with Charlie back to safety, back to home.
As soon as they... NiP. They don't have the, they don't have the fortune this time of looking towards a Luna. The NP is able to TP around, push the lanes out always. They're stuck on their side at a disadvantage.
Is there any item timing? Is swap back there into the Gust. A nice silence combo with the hookshot following up. Okay, Koifa's a little bit low here, and they can't manage to get anything off. Boxy a little bit too late on the stomp there. Weaver is still going in on Charlie here, but now he's stuck inside the cogs. The last couple of shots though. Charlie, get rid of that bug. Get away from the Dark Willow. He can't. He's stuck, and it's still going to be a massive win for Ninjas the Pyjamas. They lose 2, but they pick up 4 kills in the...
They'll start dying a lot faster, but it's scouted.
It's Ninjas the Pyjamas. This could be where they turn the game around if they actually manage to get inside of this. Boxy sitting in front. Nice 2-man stomp to be able to start things off. Era sitting on the side, ready to go for his hook shot here, but there's a swap back Boxy. Mickey's here with a double damage. That should quickly take out Misha, but he's got to be careful of Supreme. He's going to pop his ultimate, try and jump away. He's been gusted, pops Manta, gets rid of that silence, and quickly Shikuchi's away. Curse Crown on Saberlight, a small momentary stun. Mickey's going to come back in with that DD once again. He gets pushed by the cogs. He has to stay away from Supreme at all costs, though. That damage is very scary. A nice pit, and Sania is going to find his freezing field stopped and poked apart by the Dro Ranger, while Taiga also dies. Mickey's still trying to make this double damage do its work to be able to kill somebody, but Ninja the Pyjamas playing a nice tight core here. Yep. They are moving around each other constantly, are not breaking apart and not giving the Weaver any quarter.
They're getting literally the maximum benefit of their auras, right? That Venge illusion was still there during the entirety of the fight. Drow didn't have anybody on top of her, so they get that extra attack speed, that extra bit of damage too. Really playing well around that unit, like you're mentioning.
Killing the high ground ward. Saberlight is not an easy target to be able to bring down. Koibug, be careful! No! No low ground misses there.
It's right around the Roche again.
Right around the Roche pit, and this time they've got the minus armor.
Uh-oh, this is looking a little familiar. The hunger was used on Brood. He runs in, he's useless in the fight without it.
Yeah.
Versus these heroes, so.
Ninjas of Pyjamas, their 5-man spoke. It was scouted, but at the same time, barely managed to dodge that. They had the vision. Can they get the stun? The stun won. Can they get the swap back into the rest of the team? Into the trees he goes, but he's dead. One more fight. It could be 2 lanes of barracks. Could be game over for Team Liquid. This is where those nerves come into play.
Yeah, and look at, the auras. Look at this Venge aura. They have this crazy attack range. Boxy's going in.
Stomp going out. Terrorize on to 3. Really good positioning. They're going to quickly blow up the Templar Assassin, take away that Aegis. They're going to be able to get out too. Ninjas of Pyjamas, though, they also don't get caught in a low ground. They can choose to go in again and try and finish up this tier 3, which Supreme will. They still have his BKB after all.
Yeah, he definitely held it really nice. Their lanes are also in a good spot, so this is pretty decent push. They have Rift in case of any real alarming stuff goes on, but they're initiating.
They're going to make their jump onto Boxy here. Boxy having Charlie. Nice force staff is going to be able to get him out of the cogs, and he can go reset in the fountain here. This is where it gets a little bit dangerous for Ninjas of Pyjamas. If they let these heroes continue to reset. Era. He goes down to about half health. The rest of the team, though, is pretty healthy. And Supreme, he's not slowing down just yet. Mickey. He's pushed away. Melee barracks soon to fall.
They got, I think it's really good that they're forcing it here. They still have Greaves that's constantly being popped and healing them up. Liquid, they try to jump.
Supreme gets off the BKB before the stun could go out. Boxy actually gets really low. They're going to cancel their Dark Rift. Boxy, he dies the last shot from Supreme. Now he throws the damage at Taiga. Use the Old Scepter to be able to get away. Broodmother, he's in trouble. He's going to be swapped back and he's dead. It's all falling apart for Liquid now as their high ground continues to be under siege and they just cannot get a kill here. Boxy goes in one more time. One last stand. He tries to go in for the double stomp, but the guns don't do the damage. Mickey, he pops Manta, going for Charlie, put a hook shot in. Cogs separating the two. The Terrorize comes in, but it's too late. Koipa comes in to finish off the kill onto the Dro Ranger, and now going for Supreme as well, but the refraction, he burns through the spider. They're all dead. Team Liquid.
Oh my god, what a Lotus
They have
Orb.
fallen apart. This team.
Oh, such good. Era right there, he saved Supreme. The stun was about to proc. Oh, wait, actually, something else saved him. I don't know, something else got it. Or Mel dispelled, I guess, yeah. So he got something else that saved him. They can hold his ground.
They finally get the melee barracks here.
Oh
and
my god.
With the Weaver, maybe they can get some kills out of it. Supreme has left them behind.
And they got what they came for, though.
They did. They got that one melee barracks that they were searching hard for. Nice hook shot over the side. Still Curse Crown, though. Bramble.
Fighters do nothing. Supreme giving us a little bit of a clap there with the TA.
Team Liquid, a team that has a number of very good performances in playoffs of late.
Beyond godlike Supreme.
Swap back. He's got so many levels. He didn't manage to get the silence, though, so Mickey still has a chance of being able to escape here. They're going to pop a Stampede to make sure he does indeed get away. True combination.
Still a tough one. They have to do it kind of perfectly because he still has the Manta to play around versus
They're gonna
silence.
They're going to bait out the bounty, swap him back in, immediately snapped up. Beautiful combo.
Level 20s. 20 and 22 on 2 of their cores here. Stay rallied around Underlord.
They're going to have to fight this without their Weaver. It starts with Boxy jumping in. Okay, Supreme is actually just going to go straight for them here. Hooks got off to the side. That's going to be able to take out Insania while Supreme deals with Boxy.
They're all
pair up.
They're all hitting so hard. The Venge Drow Aura, it's too much.
It's overwhelming, Team Liquid. They've got 3 heroes with no buyback. And Ninjas the Pyjamas, they can go for Megas or they can go for the throne. Either option is free.
Yeah, just go for those Megas for sure. Misha wants to go for aggressive swap. They can't, but yeah, look at this damage with the Drow, with the TA, with the Venge. They know they've got this one in the bag. Liquid, again.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's top barracks has
Crumbling.
Big time. Ninjas and Pyjamas rallying, man. Backed up against the wall. Elimination certainly on the line. Guaranteed. They needed this victory. They needed to be able to put Team Liquid to be the bottom team of the groups. And with this victory, they may have just done that. One last hold here from Team Liquid up against Megas, up against a stacked 5-man of Ninjas the Pyjamas, and now playing 4 versus 5. His box is already dead, and getting caught inside the cogs is Mickey. Does manage to get away with his ultimate, but all he's doing is running at that point in time. Terrorize quickly removed by the Lotus Orb there from Era to tier 4, soon to fall, and it's a throne exposed into the back line. Mickey throws out some of his swarm, hits a number of heroes here, but Supreme is pumping out the damage. The Brood Mother, oh, but he does fall inside of the fountain. Swap back in. Mickey hit by the cogs to chain up the stuns, and just beautiful play from Ninjas and Pyjamas. This is teamwork, and this is a team that will stay alive here at the Omega League.